A trip to Walt Disney World is still one of the most magical family vacations you can take. But it's no secret that the prices have changed. Between tickets, hotels, food, and all the extras, the total can add up very quickly. So, what does a normal Disney World vacation cost now? Let's break it down. The cost of tickets can vary a lot depending on the ticket type you choose and when you are planning your trip. Walt Disney World uses date-based pricing, meaning busier times of year cost more. Here's the breakdown of ticket types. First, you've got a one park per day base ticket. This is the standard ticket. You can visit one park per day. Most families choose multi-day based tickets because the price per day drops as you add on more days. This option lets you visit multiple parks in the same day. It's great for flexibility, dining reservations, or catching nighttime shows in another park, but it adds a per day cost. Next, there's Park Hopper Plus. This includes the Park Hopper option plus access to water parks, golf courses, or other select experiences. This is best for longer trips where you want a variety of things to do. And then you've also got special event tickets. Separate admission is required for after-hours events like holiday parties. These are optional but popular during Halloween and Christmas seasons, and they're an added cost. Now, for a one park, one day theme park ticket in 2026, the lowest prices for select late August to early September dates are Disney's Animal Kingdom is $119 per adult, $5 cheaper for kids. Epcot is $139 per adult, $5 cheaper for kids. Disney's Hollywood Studios is $154 per adult, $5 cheaper for kids. And Magic Kingdom is also $154 per adult, $5 cheaper for kids. For the same kind of ticket in December, let's look at the most expensive dates. Disney's Animal Kingdom is $184 per adult, $5 cheaper for kids. Epcot, $199 per adult, $5 cheaper for kids. You see the pattern here. Disney's Hollywood Studios, $204 per adult, $5 cheaper for kids. And Magic Kingdom comes to $209 per adult, $5 cheaper for kids. Now, with all that being said, that is the least amount that you'll pay for tickets, okay? There are more expensive dates than that, especially during the holidays, spring break, peak summer, travel periods, all of that. So now for a Park Hopper ticket, the lowest price for select late August, early September dates is $207 per adult and $202 for kids, with the highest prices being $284 per adult and $279 per kid. Now, that's a lot of money for tickets. So like we always say, always look for discounts. They're out there, they exist. Disney's not gonna advertise them too much. They will a little bit, but some of them are hard to find. So currently, Disney is offering a spring ticket offer for Disney Plus subscribers. So if you're a Disney Plus subscriber, you can get a discount. This discount is a 3-day, 3-park ticket with admission to Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom theme park only. This is not valid for admission to Magic Kingdom. These tickets start at $109 per day plus tax. Now, these are date-based tickets with start dates from January 12th to May 22nd, 2026. When you buy these tickets, when you get this deal, you're going to tell Disney when you think you're going to use them or when you're planning to use them. You have to use them within 5 days of that start date. And for this deal, it is one admission per theme park, one theme park per day. But hey, it's a discount. Now, all of that information is just the tickets alone. But you can get vacation packages. That includes tickets, hotels, maybe a dining plan, all of that bundled together. And vacation packages, when you do it that way, that can also lower the overall cost of tickets when bundled with the rest of your Disney resort stay. Now, on top of tickets, your hotel choice is also one of the biggest costs for a Disney vacation. Now, Disney hotels fall into 3 categories: value, budget-friendly, heavy theming, moderate resorts, larger rooms, more amenities, and deluxe resorts, which is premium locations and higher end accommodations. So value is the cheapest, deluxe is the most expensive. Now, nightly prices can range roughly from $150 to $300 per night at the value hotels, $270 to $500 per night at the moderates, and $500 to $900+ per night at a deluxe resort. Now, staying off property can reduce your costs, but you'll need to factor in transportation. For example, if you stay at a non-Disney resort, they might not have transportation to the parks. Disney does offer good neighbor hotels, which are not Disney owned, but they partner with Disney. Most of the cases, those hotels will have transportation to the parks, But if you're staying farther off property, if you're staying at a Universal hotel, if you're staying in an Airbnb, you need to figure out how you're going to get to the parks each day. And if you take Ubers every day, you got to factor in that into the big budget. And in regards to hotel discounts, lots of current promotions are going on right now for Disney resorts for both annual pass holders and regular guests. So always check for deals. Always, always, always check for deals before you buy any sort of Disney ticket, Disney hotel, anything. Check for deals. Now, next up, one of my favorite parts of a Disney vacation, and that is food and dining. Food is another major expense here. You got to factor it into the budget. Disney food is very yummy. I love to talk about it. I love to eat it. I love to see pictures of it, but it does cost money. Now, let's break it down. On average, these are your general costs per person per meal. For a quick service meal, you might be paying anywhere from $15 to $25. A table service meal will cost you anywhere from $35 to $60 plus for one single meal. Snacks and drinks could be anywhere from $6 to $12 each. And I'm not talking about the whole day. I'm talking about individual snack. Could be $12 plus. Now, for a family of 4, that can easily mean $150 to $250 per day, depending on your dining style. Disney dining plans are available again, and they can help you prepay for your meals up front so that you don't have to pull out your wallet when you're here on vacation. Now, whether they save you money or not depends on what you order and how you strategize. Check out all of our dining videos on the channel right now because we do break it down for you. I'm going to tell you a little secret. I don't even know if it's that much of a secret anymore. The Disney dining plan really doesn't save you any money. It's just convenience. You're paying for the meals up front way before you get to the parks, and then you don't have to worry about it while you're on vacation, but it's not really saving you any money unless you strategize and you get the most expensive items at every single place that you go. That is really the only way to break even or save money on the Disney dining plan. Of course, we do have videos all up on our channel all about the Disney dining plan, so go check those out before you make that decision. But let's talk about a promotion. Kids get a free dining plan in 2026. So if you have kids and you're planning on getting the dining plan, kids can eat for free. So look into that before you decide to pay. Now, we also can't forget about travel and extra expenses that you will inevitably have on your Disney World vacation. We're talking about airfare or money for gas and snacks if you're road tripping, rental car or ride share if that's how you get to and from the parks, travel insurance if you decide to pay for that, airport transportation, paying for checked bags on the plane, there's airport food. There's a lot of things that you're not going to think of until you're there in the moment. Or you could purchase Lightning Lane. Now, Lightning Lane is a paid add-on that allows you to skip the standby lines for select attractions around all 4 parks here in Disney World. Pricing will vary by day and park demand, but families often spend $20 to $35 plus per person per day, and sometimes more for individual attraction purchases. For a week-long trip, this could easily add up to several $100s just to skip the lines. And of course, we can't forget about the merchandise because when you're here in Disney World, you're gonna wanna buy some ears, maybe a t-shirt, maybe a sweatshirt, or a mug. So many things, you're gonna want it all. Trust me, I know the hard feeling of having to walk past something you really wanna buy and then you might regret it later. You're also gonna have to pay for PhotoPass if you want your pictures from rides and professional pictures that you can take around the parks. You have to pay for that as well. And there's also other splurges like dessert parties or other enchanting extras, as Disney likes to call them. Now, obviously, every family is different. Certain things are gonna be important to some and not to others, so it all depends on you and how you want your vacation to go, what you want to experience, if you want to pay for merchandise and all of those things. So this will be different for every single family, but it's something very important that you have to consider and think about when you make your budget. With all of this being said, I've done some math. Let's talk about an example, a basic breakdown for a family of 4. 4-day base tickets, which means 1 park per day, no park hopping, none of that, just 1 park a day. Tickets are going to range from $2,000 to $2,200 just to get into the park. Let's say this family is staying at a value resort for 4 nights, which will cost anywhere from $800 to $1,100. Now let's talk about the food. We're talking mostly quick service meals with some snacks and 1 table service meal. That will cost the family $700 to $900. And this family wants to add on Lightning Lane. This is optional, but most families, a lot of times, will buy the Lightning Lane. So that's gonna cost anywhere from $320 to $560. And this family is not local, so they have to get to Disney World, they have to travel there. So for flights and basic transportation, it's gonna be anywhere from $1,200 to $1,800. And of course, the kids want the merch, they want the plushies, they want the ears. Mom wants a sweatshirt and dad wants a coffee travel mug. So merchandise and extras, it's gonna cost $300 to $600 for all of that. So with all of that in mind, this example, our family's total cost for this Disney World vacation is anywhere from $5,300 to $7,100. With all of that combined, even with the very basic stuff, value resort, low end, high end, it's gonna cost a pretty penny to come to Disney World. And that's just a very basic breakdown. Of course, every family is different, where you stay, the food you buy. There are so many ways to do a Disney World vacation. There's no right or wrong answer. It's all about what you want and your priorities and what kind of vacation you would like to have. And here at AllEars, we try to showcase all of the options so that they're all laid out for you to decide for yourself. Some people want to stay in a fancy bougie hotel. Some people just want a place to lay their head for a couple hours and then they're back in the parks again. It's all different based on your likes and your needs and your wants. So hopefully this is very helpful if you are planning a Disney World vacation soon, just to kind of give you an idea about what to expect and what you might have to pay for that magical, expensive family vacation. One of the best ways to have a less stressful Disney vacation in terms of the planning process is to use a travel agent. Now I know what you're thinking, travel agent, that's another cost. Well, no it's not. Disney travel agents, you don't have to pay them. They're gonna do all of the work for you and you do not have to pay them anything. They are paid by Disney when they book a vacation. So our friends over at MEI Travel are really good at what they do. They know all about the parks, the resorts, the dining. They know all of the discounts and they can find them for you, so you don't even have to lift a finger. You can get on there and just say, hey, we're thinking about staying here. We would like to get a reservation at this restaurant. We're thinking about Lightning Lane, don't really know. And they will handle all of it for you at no cost to you. So there's really no reason why you shouldn't use them, because I don't want to get up at 5 a.m. to book a dining reservation. That's not really something I want to do. I'd rather sleep in. And I'm sure you feel the same, or maybe you've got to get the kids ready for school and you can't do that on the day that you need to book your reservation. So let a travel agent help instead. Please take advantage. They are so knowledgeable at what they do and they are friends of ours, so we love to shout them out when we can. Now, if all of this information is overwhelming you, it's okay, I understand. I want to help you out. So just to help you out a little bit in the planning process, I've linked their website down below. Please reach out to them with any questions you might have. They want to help you, I promise. So hopefully this eases a little bit of the stress for you. Now, if you've made it this far, be sure to like the video, it helps us out a lot, and put this secret code in the comments below so that I know you stayed and watched the whole thing, because that's also very important and I would like to know. And be sure to subscribe. We here at AllEars post games, challenges, tips, reviews, and more from Disney World and beyond all week, because we're serious about fun. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.